We left off the last tutorial with our basic search strategy that we had put together, and we've only got 130 results, and I'm fairly confident that there are still more papers out there that we're not capturing. So I'm going to use one of my favorite tools, which is the thesaurus. I'm going to go ahead and open it up in a separate tab, and I'm going to paste in behavioral therapy. That's not quite the way that the database understands it, so I'm going to try again. I'm going to try behavior therapy. And there it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on behavior therapy, and this is going to show me all of the terms that I might want to use. There's some narrower terms, and so all of these will be sort of subcategories within behavior therapy. And then there's a broader term, which is this behavior modification piece. These over here are the related terms. Sometimes those are beneficial to use. Definitely the narrower terms. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of those. And then I'm also going to go ahead and I'm comfortable with this behavior modification one. So I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to take a look at some of these others. Cognitive behavior therapy, we can include that one. Counter conditioning, that sounds good too. And then this gives us all of those terms, so I can come in here and I'm going to keep my behavioral therapy. I'm going to do an or, and actually we noticed that behavior therapy was that term, so I'm going to add that before I paste my other terms in here. All right, and that just about triples the amount of results that I'm getting. So let's take a look at that post-traumatic stress terminology. You'll also notice that post-traumatic can be one word or it can be a hyphenated word, so we want to make sure that we grab both of those. I also want to take a look at this service members concept, but the database thesaurus that I'm looking in is PsycInfo, and I'm just not confident that PsycInfo is going to have what I really want. However, there are other databases that will have better terms within the thesaurus. So I'm going to come up here to choose databases. So I'm including SocIndex, Medline, Military, and Government Collection, and this is the one I definitely want to use that thesaurus. And so now you'll notice that instead of saying thesaurus, this says subjects, but then it's got a drop down. So I'm going to open this thesaurus for Military and Government Collection. All right, and we can see servicemen is what it would be pulling up, and it says to use military personnel. And here we've got a whole lot. Armed forces we've already got. Archers and artillerymen. Usually what I do when I'm building my search is I will add in all of the terms that I can possibly think might be important, and then I'll whittle them down later. We have military personnel. We should just search for military, and then that will pick up all of these other terms as well. And then we might want to include this servicemen and servicewomen as well. This one. So I'm going to come back to our service members concept, pop in that new one. All right, and that's a much better number. So that is the thesauri, and I highly recommend using them, but there are some things that they do that can make your searches a little wonky. So in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit more about cleaning up this search strategy so that it'll be the most effective that it can be.